Hello and welcome back everyone to Legacy of the Duelist on Rocket Rabbit Commentaries, and in this episode we will be continuing on with the VRAINS storyline as we attempt to finish off Playmaker Versus Bohman. We're in not as good a position as we want to be, but to be perfectly honest, we're not in that terrible a position either. You see, what I'm trying to do here specifically is actually going into Firewall Dragon Dark Fluid, but unfortunately, Gerdat doesn't actually understand how to link climb using link monsters. Because you see, now that I have three monsters on the field, I assumed that I could just use all three of these to go into Firewall Dragon Dark Fluid, but no, I can't. I need. In order to go into Firewall Dragon Dark Fluid with 3 monsters, you would need one of them to be a Link 3. And unfortunately, Firewall Dragon himself is a Link 4. The correct answer for him right now is that I'm actually supposed to go into either Honeybot or Link Bumper, and then use Firewall Dragon's effects in order to bounce Catastor so we can just go for game.
Alright, because he's got the Catastor. I see it. Ready to get us plastered. Everybody's talking, but nobody's walking. This extra deck looks better from here.
No!
What is the recipe? Tell me, Cookies Man.
Unfortunately, I confirmed that I'm gonna go into decode, so I screwed up.
Oh, so you're not now. So at this point you can't just back out from this prep.
Out.
Now, is that a flaw with Legacy?
Oh, there we go.
That
Okay, I did manage to back out.
So you can back. Okay, because I would reckon that could get rather annoying because nothing screws up my video games quite like missed button presses.
So what's going on here, as annotations attempted to explain, is at this point in the recording and in the process of playing with Link monsters, straight up do not understand how to climb using Link monsters themselves.
Well, that every Link monster is just that. It's a monster. It has characteristics. It has an attribute, a type. Doesn't have defense. Has a Link value instead.
Okay, so we go into Clock Wyvern, and then we use Clock Wyvern's effect.
I am going to build the world's largest Dotscaper replica out of Legos. We will make the evening local access news.
Okay. So I could also go into a Firewall Exceed Dragon.
Talk dirty to me.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna go into Firewall Exceed Dragon, and then
behold, a rank 4 Ixies. That is Cyber's type.
And booyah! 2,000 fucking additional attack points. I can just attack and go for game now. I don't have to do anything else. Just go for it.
It's a dark monster. Haha. Your little trip around the roulette wheel is at its end.
Alright, now we go into Honeybot using Dotscaper and our token. We should have gone into Honeybot beforehand, honestly, because that would have given us the extra attack points that we needed, but... And then I put it in the wrong zone again. Damn it.
Yep. Honeybot's not pointing at anything, which means that no cards you control get its benefits.
But that's okay, because our Firewall Exceed Dragon still has far more attack points than anything that he could have possibly set. And then he summons fucking Scapegoat.
What the fuck is this?
Scapegoat is a really, really amazing flip effect monster. It when it is flip face up, it special summons 4 0/0 sheep tokens. It's
Can
a
these
monster
tokens
version.
be
It's a monster version of Scapegoat, which means it is straight up. It is almost straight up better than Scapegoat because it's a monster version of a powerful quick play spell.
So, do these tokens also have conditions attached to them, like you can't summon other monsters during the same turn, or
No,
they
they
can't be
do
tributed?
not. Which is the other big thing that makes Scapegoat so hilariously powerful. The problem is, of course, is that it doesn't matter how hilariously powerful flip effect monsters are, because flip effect monsters have to, get flip face up in order to get their effects off. So without Book of Taio, you pretty much can't use them at all. Alright, we got Gen X Ally Triforce. Haha! And Ally Justice Field Marshal. Go, Roboppy. Roboppy? Yeah, Roboppy.
Barrier Statue of the Torrent.
So, Roboppy is a character from VRAINS. And he's running Morphtronics.
Shapoopy, the girl that's hard to get. Shapoopy, and you can win her yet.
Okay, because Roboppy is running Morphtronic OTK, I should be able to do this, but you'll notice that I don't actually have Boombox in it at the moment. So, I'm not entirely sure where I'm supposed to go with the cards that I've got in my hand. I could, in theory... I can get Power Tool Dragon out, thankfully, because I can use Scopin's effect to special summon Slingin, then synchro them both off for Power Tool Dragon. But that's just a Power Tool Dragon, It's cool, certainly, but it's not really all that defensive against whatever the fuck Ghost Scout is probably playing, which is more than likely a bunch of Altergeist monsters, which means that once again, I'm just gonna lose my Power Tool Dragon to Meloseek.
Morphtronic Repair Unit.
And she gave me United We Stand. Yay.
Nice. And what is Ghost Scout's response?
Apparently set 2? Yep, just set 2. Good.
Well, I see that the Zerg from StarCraft universe have taken interest in this duel. They're monitoring the situation with their floating vessels.
Those are technically machines that are okay. Those technically are our machines that that Ghost Scout is using in order to attempt to spy and on us. And that's right, Ghost Scout also ended up grabbing the stuff from Blood Shepherd. So now she's got access to those as well.
The Mecha Phantom Beast, because she's a ghost. If there's one thing that's been consistent about Yu-Gi-Oh! From the very beginning, is they are really good at assigning characters to these cards. Bones.
So we send our United We Stand to the graveyard to save our Power Tool Dragon.
Strings.
We should probably just go into a second Power Tool Dragon from here.
Where is the remoten?
Oh well. United We Stand on Power Tool Dragon, pushing him up to 47. Use Jump Box to bring back our Slinging.
Target opponent shits their pants until the end phase.
Okay, then we can synchro into we can synchro into a second Power Tool Dragon using Slingin. I should have used Slingin's effect in order to pop her back row first by tributing off the Escopin, but I didn't.
Now, you got any equip play spells that also have, you could just send this card while equipped to a monster to the graveyard. Raise a middle finger to your opponent.
I mean, Power Tool Dragon's Protection effectively does that.
Right, but that's defensive. I'm talking about like turning the equip spell into cannon fodder so you could just pop your opponent's cards.
Morphtronics don't actually do that well. They have to spend their monsters in order to gain field control. And Slinkin is honestly one of the only ones that actually interacts with the field that well. Like, it's one of the smaller issues that Morphtronic has always had as an archetype. Boomboxen is an absolutely amazing Boomboxen and Radiant are an absolutely amazing OTK engine, most certainly. However, they don't really do much of anything else. Anyway, Power Tool Dragon to smack you in the face. Phantom Geist. Waha! And we got Multi-Faker. Cool.
No new deck recipe. I knew it. We are trying to bake things.
Alright, and so we have finally entered the last story arc for VRAINS, the slaughtering of the slaughtering of I.
Hey, I.
So.
Oh my God, he's running burn.
No, he's not actually running burn. He has tremendous fire, but I promise you, burn is not actually a thing that this deck does.
It's like, I knew you were going to do that, I. That's why I, the Gore, had the perfect counter-offensive ready in my freaking starting hand. Okay,
so, as annotation Gerdat mentions here, I's deck is the Adagnisters. The Adagnisters are an extremely complicated archetype focused around using a variety of attributes in order to chain special summon and link climb up into a boss monster that is literally invincible. I have no idea how any of these fucking cards work.
Alright, so who was the Twitter user who suggested that they start using the @ symbol as a character in the names of cards?
Specifically I himself. Because, yes, I believe in lore, the Agnister cards are very specifically tied to the individual AI aspects that I ends up fighting, defeating, and then absorbing for more additional power in order to try and become either a real person or slowly destroy the internet against Playmaker.
Right, the internet. The home of Twitter, where someone right now is using @Ignister as a Twitter name.
I fucking hope not.
No, so, it's true. They're just asking for it at this point.
So, the thing about the Adagnisters specifically is that they go literally from individual cards into a slew of a relatively powerful extra deck and main deck monsters, and they have to do so specifically, literally through a line of archetype chains, a line of attribute chains. As such, in order to successfully do anything with Adagnster, you kind of need a 2-card combo in order to actually start off with stuff, and then use Adagnster, the AI land, in order to get the rest of the stuff out the unit. I have no idea how the fuck to explain what the hell this deck does. Okay, it summons like 407 times a turn, ends on a board with three negates and a giant fucko, and then says, "Here, break me."
That is a pepper that is wearing a hat.
Well, no, it's an AI avatar. Because all of the base Adagnster monsters are AI avatars from the show. Hiari is actually tied to lightning, and I don't remember if Picari is tied to lightning. Hiari is tied to the water AI, but I don't think we ever actually get to see who the water AI is. Thankfully, now that I have 3 Cybers monsters on the field, I can at least go into Decode Talker, because at least this part of the deck I am familiar with. Yes, because I is actually still tied specifically to Playmaker. His extra deck is actually leans very, very heavily on Playmaker's Code Talker stuff for the first several duels. Damn it,
but
Gore!
Then he uses his trap card to fuck us. That's the game.